with Land Bass and what's up, what's happening? And you are tuning into the Rodcast, the home of the BBL. Now let's get out here and make stuff up, dog. That's what's up. Let's get out here and create some moments. I believe that today is Wednesday. That is Hump Day. What up, Jay? Unlimited, what's up? Canada Daddy, what's happening? Faith, how you living? Oh, I gotta see what the number of gallons is. That's a great question, moderator. What trouble can we get into today? Fish an area that we usually don't fish, but anyways. We have fished it before. I don't think we've ever caught a fish on this area live. But whatever, I ain't worried about it. We're going on the shorty side of the bridge. It's a little uncomfortable, but we're 100% I'm not used to going down through that shorty side, so I got a little scared. Going to cruise next to, here we have Shitty Harbor. You can find a hotel or food establishments here at Shitty Harbor. Yo, what up, man? We just running and gunning. What up, Travis? Like a feed mill. Old school, what's happening? Faith, Don't say that out loud. The king of Gville does not know that I'm here. I'm gonna try and get in and out like Robin Hood, dog. That's what I'm gonna try and do. We'll see what happens. We will get in and out like Robin Hood and his band of merry men. We will get off the water at about 11 a.m. Man, I hope they get your boat to you as soon as possible, dog. Guys, we are in search of that 5-pounder. I swear if I don't catch one in July, I'm just gonna be, I mean, technically I've already caught one in July, but I'm talking about if I don't catch the one for the BBL Plus giveaway. It seems like this $100 just wants to stay in my pocket. And who am I to argue with the $100 if it just wants to stay in my pocket? You know what I'm saying? Why would I tell it you gotta leave? That kind of talk right there is exactly why Creel says this fool don't want to give away that money. Yo, what up, Tim? Faith, Bass Pro Shop did me a solid and they replaced both of those reels. Now we are still, there will be some discussion being had because one of those reels looks like they replaced it with, let's call it a gently used reel, but I would just assume that that was the display. But assumption is the mother of all, let's just say, frustrations. Let's go with that. It is the mother of all frustrations. Okay. Let us hope that our maps are working up front. It is not always guaranteed. So it's to there, and let's just say to there. All right, guys. I'm probably gonna bird's nest on the first cast, but don't worry about that, guys. If you know the future, but you don't change it, what good was it knowing the future? I don't know. I ask myself. Let's see. This tension knob is probably not 100% tensioned. Let's see here. Whoop. Whoop. That's good enough. We should be all right there. We just need to do a little bit of thumbing. Now, if you guys notice, there is something missing. I think Travis refers to it as the sound of Daffy Duck or something along those lines, but, you know. Anyways. Could it be that we got completely new line on here? Nobody knows. We're not really concerned about it. Yo, what up, GM? So there is, I believe, a road bed somewhere in this location that I am throwing to. Now, whether there'll be a fish or not, that is always the question. I see fish activity, but the only fish activity that matters is a fish activity at the end of the line. I'm definitely down there bumping some structure. That is a definite. Stay safe out there, Tata. I don't think you did, dog, but if you did, good thing this is not a spelling class, a grammar class. We are not having a pop quiz on how to spell thundering. It's fine, bro. We ain't worried about it. We are not too concerned. Hopefully, wherever all these sirens are headed, hopefully those people are okay. Yo, Rob, what's happening? Again, guys, we'll be getting off at 11-ish. Battery issues, blah, blah, blah. We've heard it all before. We're still awaiting our ionic battery to show up. When it does, we'll get a little braver. And also, I gotta watch the Chick soccer game. Why, you ask? Mind your own business. There's one more game, a semifinal game. Travis, this side of the lake is where the stash caught himself a 7-pounder, but... And actually, I missed a decent sized one over there. I remember that on a chatterbait. But we thought we'd just give it a shot. Pues why not? What else are we doing? We'll just fish around and find out right here. Dang, freaking Rob is calling. Hey. Give me that back, Mother Earth. Rob is calling a 5-1. All we need is a 5, Rob. But Rob is requesting a 5-1. Mother Earth, don't start your... I don't have the Stash's lure retriever. Pues ay. Uh-oh. Has Moon already shown up? Is this Moon Dew? Uh-oh. I have my line wrapped up on my tension knob. I mean, that's not just putting a abrasion or whatever. Ah, Moon is here. Ah, we're done for, guys. Moon arrived, and that gave us the motivation to... Well, that was weird. That gave us the motivation to free ourselves of Moon's curse. You almost had us on that one, Moon. You almost had us, Moon. But not quite. We got away. We got away, Moon. And there's nothing you can do about it. Except maybe try and put another curse on us. But it's a little early, dog. Nope, no takers. Just a bunch of haters. So, GM, I'm not a big fan of hotel eggs. I mean, I'll eat them. I'm not a fan of them. The sausage is okay. I usually stay at, well, we'll just keep the hotel brand out of here so that I don't have people knowing my location. I stay at hotels. That is all. Nothing, huh? So we are still down a reel and rod combo, but it's gonna be kind of hard to get. Once the moderator has discussions with Bass Pro Shop, then we will have a reel back, but that doesn't fix uni. Uni is still missing. That's the problem. I think we should just replace uni with, and this is gonna be music to the moderator's ears, we should just replace uni with a uni descendant. Because a uni descendant, I think, is only like 90 bucks or something along those lines. And the moderator's probably gonna be like, oh my God, that's it? Buy it now, buy it now, buy it now. But I don't know. There's local chatter. Oh, there is local chatter. And GM did everything short of basically dropping his coordinates, guys. Okay, Mother Earth. You want to be a little fish today? Lucas coming through asking the homies for some suggestions. Yo, Lucas, I don't have any suggestions because I don't really drop shot. Okay, straight over it. This is where all the nasty is. Now let's fish it from this side and throw into the sun so we could be blinded. It's a great idea. So we'll throw into the sun, be blinded, and throw straight to whatever the heck that building is that's behind me. That's a good idea right there. Let's try that. We are in 14 feet right here. And we're throwing to, I don't know what that thing is called. Right now my comments are out, guys, so I don't know. I'm definitely hitting all the rock down there for sure. Now that we are facing directly into the sun, we should probably put our lokes on. It feels good out there, guys. It feels a lot better if we had a bite, but it does feel good. I cannot see the comments right now, guys. I will get on that right now in a second. I got kicked out of my comments, probably for saying mean things. Who knows? I just know that I got kicked out. And now we're back. Travis, we don't say bad words like that here on the Rodcast. Oh yeah, Rob. The battery's on silver. Wink, wink, dog. I let them charge. Travis talking about a friggin'. I don't know how you even pronounce that word. I think it's French. Reti? I think, maybe. Travis is requesting a reti. But here, Travis, we never reti. Guys, remember, if we catch a 5-pounder, which has been ever so aggravating that we have not caught one. If we catch one, we are paying out a $100 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. This is essentially a bounty on bass, but we have not caught said bass. So it is just an exercise in, one would say, insanity, because here we are on the daily. Speaking of, we are on a continuous streak of fishing. It is 30 times 2 plus some double-digit number of consecutive days of non-stop fishing. There is a non-zero streak that coincides with that. Maybe creel is also French, Travis. And it's not creel, it's like créole. He's French. And he wants me to retier? I don't know what exactly he's attempting for me to do, but he's requesting that I do it, but we don't. And there we go. Third hang up, and we just cast. Without hesitation, Travis. We don't look, we don't check, we just continue fishing. Do not try that at home. I'm gonna throw a jig here a little bit, and then we're gonna keep moving. This type of fishing is not for those who have a weak heart or a heart condition, because there is no such thing as a reti. We just continue throwing. I will check it to give you an update. Oh yeah, guys. That is very, very, how do you say, irritable. But anyways, we continue throwing. I'm throwing a jig now. I'm gonna get stuck in that rock, and then we're gonna see what's up. Pepe le Krill. Oh, Tim. I can't wait till he shows up so that we can let him know that we've traced down his family lineage. It must be French, because he is always asking for a reti. And he is now Pepe le Krill. But then he's more than likely going to say Pepe le Krill was like a pimp with the ladies. So I don't know if we want to give him that much credit. Why do I not have my sunglasses or sun covers or anything on? Nobody knows, dog. Nobody even knows why I'm out here. Let me get a little bit of water before I start putting all these things on. Okay, what happened to the lid? Dang, Grab, you're getting investment? You're getting investment commercials. Uh-oh. YouTube is now increasing the amount of commercials. We're just trying to see fishing here, YouTube. You know what we should do, guys? If you could do me a favor. I mean, we're not trying to advertise for them, but if you can let me know what commercials you see, that way I could know, well, it might be tuned to you, so maybe not. Maybe some of you guys are gonna get some like unsavory website ads, because they're all like, oh, this guy likes to go watch this and that. So maybe, let's just say if it is a safe website or a safe commercial, then please put it in the comments and just be all like, yo dudes, I just got a commercial for this. So we can get an understanding of what these guys are peddling to the homies. That way we see, but if it's all like, yo, go to this questionable site, then probably keep that to yourselves so that we don't bust anybody on some of their their favorite sites. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm going to run this deep diving crank down this road bed. I'm gonna stay on the, well, essentially if I'm looking at it this way, the left side of it. We're just gonna cruise, we're gonna cast, we're gonna continue to get hung up. And then we will go from there, cut back in along this riprap, probably catch one or two right there on the riprap in the grassy area over in that corner. And then after that, we'll just make up the rest as we go because we fish around and find out there is no game plan. We're a little early for top of the river, so we cannot eat already. Apparently we gotta wait till 5, which is kind of weird. I don't know why 5 is the time that they wake up, open. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have no relationship to them. But right there is top of the river. There seems to be a hotel right next to it. I don't know what that hotel is, but there seems to be one. So one of these days, we will pop into top of the river and we will eat dockside so that we could do our on the water food reviews. Oh yes, I forgot. Mr. Ozzy Osbourne has passed away. Mama, I'm coming home. So may he rest in peace. That gentleman was quite a character. Whether you liked him or not, he was definitely a character. All right, so this road bed goes about 6 feet. We might switch to a shallower diving crankbait because I'm going essentially 20 feet and I don't think I need to be going 20 feet. So Rob, you are correct. He did live a life. That he did. What I think I'll do is I'll keep running this deep diving crank, but I won't run it as aggressive. I'll just kind of run it when it's on top. I'll run it kind of chill, let it bang the bottom. And then once I feel the bottom drop, then I will burn them a little bit more. Like right now, I feel them ticking. Faith, the moderator will be attempting to fix that issue. Again, what do you call it? The people at Bass Pro Shop were more than accommodating, dog. They replaced 2 of my reels, so that is not the complaint. I am grateful for them replacing my reels. But one of them on the handles had like nail marks and all kinds of stuff. I'll put a picture of it later. You can easily tell that they were, one was brand new and one was, well, let's just say newish, because that could have been a display one, because it wasn't dirty other than the finger pads. They were darker than this one, and they had nail markings. So I was like, all right, well, it seems like somebody's used this but not used it. So I think it might have just been a display one. And they had it in a box or something and they gave it to me. Or maybe they took it off the display. I don't know. All I'm saying is that it was clearly, that was weird. Clearly, when inspected, it was like, what the heck? Why are these darker? Why do these have nail marks in them? Tim, I do have maps. That is how I'm able to cruise the side of this roadbed real quick. And stuff. So it's not like it had, I mean, it's probably never been casted before even. It's just, it would be like if you went to a store and said, give me the display unit, which I've done before, but if I know it's the display unit, okay, cool. Every now and then you can get a decent deal on something like, let's say, I think I took a display unit of like a TV. I was like, whatever. It's a cheap TV. Give me the display unit. We're fishing a roadbed off to our right. We are in 15 feet of water-ish. I can see the roadbed off to my right, utilizing my side imaging. Travis, there is still a noise here, but it's a little less. And I believe that it also, right now I'm not casting it as hard as I usually do, because I have my brakes set all loose. Watch out, bro. Initially it's like a boo, but I mean, that's fishing, bro. It's a reel. Okay, we finally hooked into something. Let's loosen our drag because we have a lot of abrasion on there. Let's see what this is. With our luck, it's probably something dumb. Probably a white bass. Catfish, what can you be? Let's verify the, oh, it's a largemouth. Oh, we got a largemouth here, guys, but it is not a huge fish. We just have a fish. This, if we can land it, will continue our streak of non-zeros. But let us not put the cart before the horse. Let us put the bass in the boat. He's not big, guys. He's hooked all right. Come on over, homie. You son of a fish. And just like that, homies, we now have landed our fish. Our continual non-zero streak continues, as the word continual implies. Thank the good Lord that we caught ourselves this little, I think it's like a little John. I mean, a little Juan. Sorry, excuse me. We are working with trebles here, guys, so you will see me work like a sloth. Move like a sloth, because I do not want these hooks in my hand. Boom, dogs, a boom. There we go. This is just a little one. This is puro orale right here, but we now have the main goal. I mean, I guess technically the main goal is to get a 5-pounder to pay out the $100 Bass Pro Shopper Tackle Warehouse gift card. But we will take this for now. The weight is in. This is definitely a little Juan. Puro orale aquí, bros. That's all this is. Just something to wake you up. That's all that was. Yo, Amanda, what up? Let's tighten up our drag. You are correct, at least. All right. ODB is in the house, dogs. Old birdie. Old birdie is in the house. I can go home now and take Uni to the repair shop. You are correct. I don't know if they can repair Uni. That fish right there, guys, weighed 2 pounds, 3 ounces. So it was just a little Juan. No big deal, guys, but it continues the streak. Old. I mean, owl, dirty. Bass. Oh, man. The creativity of the homies, bro. That I will not ever get past. We both read it the same, Tim, but it was owl. I mean, because if they're going to put in the effort, bro, we got to read it correctly. ODB. Rob, you won bragging rights at a minimum. You won some bragging rights, and you might have won a trip on silver, Rob, anytime you want. Though that was already available to you, just FYI, you have a trip on silver available to you due to winning that, and that was only offered to Rob because it just was a magical moment where he happened to guess the right weight. I wonder if Owl Dirty, let's just call him Bass Turd, like bass defecation, if he's ever met, who was the other one? Birdie Smalls. I wonder if they've ever met each other, bro. Birdie Smalls and an Owl Dirty Bass Turd. If they've ever met each other, do you think? They probably have. They probably have met each other somewhere in the streets. Oh, baby, I like it, bro. The dirty, the doggy. Me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers. Dirt dog, no liar. Now I'm gonna have to hear that song, thanks to Owl Dirty Bass Turd. Unlimited wins this round. I'm always on the verge of bird's nesting here, guys. I wonder if I could make a bird's nest so luxurious that ODB and Birdie Smalls would stay at my establishment. Travis, I'm gonna tell you right now, dog. I don't need to check for abrasions because I guarantee you there are abrasions. I felt them. I know there are abrasions on this line. I assure you that any sane fisherman would have already done a reti. Yeah, it was a reti. Any sane fisherman would have already busted a reti. But, dude, you've tuned into the channel of chaos. I shall not bust a reti. At some point in time, I might bust a, oh, wait a second. I forgot to bust out for the jam. Oh, corn diff got 5 on it. Fishing with Silver and me. Corn diff got 5 on it. Grab your fishing pole, homie. Let's check it out. I don't know if you can see it, but there are abrasions on there, dog. Let the abrasions glisten in the light. Can you see them? They are there, dog. I can feel them. But as I say, anyways, I didn't even know we were playing a game there. And now, Corn Diff, you made me owe unlimited $5, $4.99 to be exact. But now I owe unlimited. Hey, it's a Pepe Le Creel. Cuba Pepe Le Creel. Creel, we have been establishing some family lineage of yours. I believe I've been mispronouncing the word that you request all the time. I think you are French, so I think it is pronounced reti. And you would like me to reti, but I don't know. Or maybe you're trying to spell retire, but you're leaving off the R. Maybe it's an autocorrect. But whatever the case is, bro, you are French. You are Creole. You are Mr. Creole. And you request retis, but I don't speak French, so I don't know what you're talking about. Corndiff said, I think you just helped me come up with a piece of the lore. Corn was so terrible at fishing, he just nested in one of it. He just nested it in one of the reels one day. One of his reels one day. My bad. You know, reading is not my strong suit. Creel. Now, guys, I will tell you that more than likely I will do a tie again. But I'm only going to do a tie again because this deep diving crank, when I go along that riprap, the deep diving crank is not going to. Creel, we caught one, dog. We caught one. It was very slow, but we just started cruising along this road bed. Technically, I should have probably stopped right there where I caught that one fish and been all like, okay, let me fan cast this area. But I didn't. I just kept on going about my merry way. Oh, Travis saying it is a slow morning. Travis, are you not entertained? I will keep that in mind. Travis is not entertained. It is a slow morning. Bro, that's like I just got the, what is it? The Neiman or, no. Whatever the Neiman ratings? No, that won't work because that's how many people watch. No, it's like if I got a Rotten Tomato rating right there. What about the new reels? What about the new reel, dog? It's right here. It just caught its first fish. The new reel is part of the crew. Now, Creel, we're gonna have to repeat this because you were late to class. And this is exactly why we don't like people being late to class. Because now we have to repeat the lesson all over again. Tardy is not just you being tardy. You are causing the whole class to be tardy because now we are going back in time. Way back into time. So, yes, bro. We got two of them, but one of them looked like it was, let's say, gently used. And we'll also say that beggars can't be choosers. But because Bass Pro Shop was doing us a solid and saying, look, dude, just bring those two reels and we'll replace them one time. And so that right there That's much respect to them, right? They didn't have to do that. They could have just told me, yo, go consume a bag of Richards. But they didn't. So they were all like, look, just bring it over here. And mainly because the moderator was getting the runaround. Somebody was telling her 10 years and another person was telling her not 10 years. And so then they were all like, you know what? Ma'am, we see the trouble you have gone through. Just bring them over here and we will replace them. And no harm, no foul. So that's how that went down. But when I got one of the reels, I looked and they had like in the finger pads, thumb pads, whatever they are, they had like fingernail marks. They had a distinctly different shade to them. So I was like, what the heck? This looks like it's been used. But not used, just kind of like, this is speculation. This is not confirmed. It was as though they were like the display model, right? So that people could try it out and whatnot. So that's what it looked like, but couldn't verify it. So that's where we're at, dog. And now we are going to do a tie again because we need to bust out the chatterbait. And just like that, we have gone through life with that much abrasion on there. Now, guys, this is not for the faint of heart, I'm telling you. If you have a weak ticker, you probably don't want to watch this show because there is not very many retees that happen. And if you also have insomnia or what is that? Is it epilepsy? No. Is that even a word? There's narc. Whatever the word is, people who fall asleep, you probably don't want to watch this show because this is going to make you fall asleep. But also, guys, let us what do you call it? Show appreciation for Corn Diff's creativity, guys. Coming in with Birdie Smalls and Owl Dirty Bass Turd. Let us appreciate that, guys, because that gave me a big chuckle when I saw it. So thank you for that, Corn Diff. And guys, if you want to go check out Corn Diff's bird feeder, he has a live bird feeder where you guys can go check out if you're bird watchers. Now, I will not say that I cannot confirm nor deny that I went to go see that, because then the moderator will say, I knew you were a bird watcher. And I'll be all like, no, I am not, moderator. I am not a bird watcher. But Corn Diff does have a live stream to the bird watching narcolepsy. All right. So he does have a live feed to these little birdies, in case you guys want to check it out. You might have, and this is just me keeping real because I keep it real on this channel, you might have the same likelihood of seeing a bass on that bird feeder channel as you will have seen a bass on this channel. I'm just saying, I haven't done the statistics, but potentially they may have the same amount of odds. The bird feeder might even have slightly higher odds because let's think about this, guys. If an osprey lands, I don't know why an osprey or an eagle would, but if an osprey lands on that bird feeder and it has a bass in its talons, washalo, that's how you end up seeing a bass on a corn diffs live bird feeder situation right there. I'm just saying, guys, we always keep it real here. The potential is there. Okay, well, now Corn Diff has he's guaranteed that you will see more bass, but you might not see any more birds because that bass, if it's one of those singing ones, it is gonna scare the shad out of those birds. They're just gonna be chirpity chirp, 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 going to the bird feeder like they do every day. And next thing you know, hello, my baby, hello, my baby. I don't know what the Billy Bass song sings. I forgot. But it'll turn and sing to them, and the birds will be like, whoa, I'm out. So be careful there, guys. Now, what is wrong with bird watching? Travis, there's nothing wrong with bird watching. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with bird watching. I'm just saying I'm not an old man who bird watches. Now, I will watch people flip me the bird, but I will not be bird watching in the truest sense because I'm not, just like I won't put on those slip-on shoes. Now, when I'm 90, assuming that the good Lord blesses me with that many years or more, or maybe I'm a Highlander, I don't know, it's been speculated. But when I'm 90, at that point in time, well, bro, it might be easier just to it might be easier just to have my shoes be slip-ons. But at this point in time, I do not birdwatch and I do not wear slip-on shoes. I have not given into the times of, but for the record, guys, I don't tie my shoes either. They're just, I put them on, and if I see a situation that needs me to tie my shoes, then I will tie my shoes. Like if we are going hand-to-hand combat, I will be all like, dear sir, please allow me to tie my shoes in order to properly entertain this fisticuffs invitation that you have provided me. Right now we are throwing Don's chatterbait to some grassy area. We are in about 5 feet or less. So yeah, there is nothing wrong with bird watching. If you guys bird watch, I mean, more power to you, dog. We do not judge here. All I'm saying is that I am not an older vato who bird watches. Bird watching is when, you know, you have enough time to reflect at nature's beauty and you're like, oh, that's amazing. Have I missed these birds my entire life? What have I done with my life? And then you sit there and you wonder as you watch the birds interact in their environment. Now you will see me become amazed and shocked when I see an eagle, even distracted, some say. When I see an eagle, now I'm all like, oh, an eagle. But an eagle, an osprey, or some bird of prey, then I'm all like, oh, did you guys see that eagle? Cool, cool. But most of the time, if I see a normal bird, I'm like, whatever, normal bird, we ain't got no time for you. Now let's slow down with Don's chatterbait right here, guys. Oh, those pesky squirrels. Now do not tell Snozook about the squirrels, bro, because he will start sending you hate squirrels. He will keep sending you pictures of squirrels displaying some of their prized nuts. He will send that to you, bro, and then next thing you know, you're like, why did I say anything about a squirrel? But yeah, dudes, nothing against bird watching. For those who find bird watching peaceful and entertaining. I'm hung up. We're gonna have to go motor up. Motoring. Do I retee my shoe? I would only retee my shoe if, like, I didn't do it correctly the first time and it came undone. But most of the time when I tie them on, bro, because I double knot them. So most of the time when I tie them on, they stay tied. I don't got to worry about reteeing my shoes. And on top of that, bro, shoes are meant to come off. So you would have to untie your shoe. And then, so that means that you would have to then retee your shoe. Now, why they are pronounced differently when they have a different prefix, I don't know. So you would have to, the intent of the shoe is to be tied and untied daily. The intent of my bait is not, or my fishing line, my fishing setup is not to be untied and tied again. It is meant to be tied on for eternity until we decide to use a different bait. That's the difference. That is the difference in your analogy. Now, I will tell you guys that usually there's more grass here. I don't know why there's not a lot of grass. I am laughing at Unlimited statement, not corn diff statement, because I will not. Holy moly. We are all good. Something took Don's chatterbait to the face. I don't know what it was. I hope it was my windshield. It didn't look like it was my fish finder, so we're good. We are currently in 7 feet of water. All right, I gotta put these sun covers on. It's a beautiful day on Guntersville, a beautiful day on Guntersville. Would you be my? Could you be my? I've always wanted to have a co-angler just like you. I've always wanted to fish Lake Guntersville with you. Welcome everybody to the Rodcast. I usually don't want my neighbors to bite my hook unless Tim is out here saying, yo, this dude just bit Mr. Rogers' hook. I don't know. It's hard to read. And it's hard to read intent. I doubt he did, but I just, you know, you run every combination through your head just so you know. What up, Al? We only have one fish so far, Al, but the streak continues. We are now cruising this riprap. I was expecting a little bit more grass on this riprap, but expectations and what actually happened are two different things in life sometimes. And we just have to adapt and overcome. We will go and fish around and find out. No big deal. Travis said they ain't pulling water till midnight. Well, Travis, I can guarantee you I'm not fishing at midnight. So we just fish when we can. All right, guys, I don't see the grass here, so I'm gonna switch to the American shad. We're gonna utilize the American shad rather than Don's chatterbait. Maybe. Or maybe we will alternate between the two. There used to be grass right here earlier in the springtime, and then these guys decided, I don't like grass. mean, there's a little bit of grass here, but it's like dead, nasty grass. It's gross. I can sort of see it right there. Mr. Rogers was a Marine. Uh-oh. Now we're gonna start Mr. Rogers' lore. I heard Mr. Rogers hand sewed all those puppets. I heard Mr. Rogers would beat you up with those puppets. If you got him mad, he could beat you up with whoever lived in the train area. I don't really remember that show because I'm gonna tell you guys, those puppets I was not a fan of. I was like, bro, these are some weird looking puppets. I'm watching this show like after school by myself. At least I think that's when I was watching it. I don't know. But I'm watching it by myself. And I don't like these little puppets that are just all weird. Oh, now we're gonna have a Mr. Rogers fight. Creel said it's a rumor. Tim's gonna come back with, no it ain't. And then Creel's gonna say, Monsieur, yes, I believe it is. Believe Pepe Le Creel. And next thing you know, they're gonna be like, all right, meet me outside in the playground. But they live geographically separated, so what playground that's gonna be, I don't know. And then Tim is gonna request that Creel, he's gonna tell him, meet me at the playground and do not bring your chickens. Then Creel's gonna say, I don't rope anywhere without my girls. Oh, and also chicken him. Grass. Okay, the grass is a little greener here. After this stretch of grass, excuse me, bro, you don't gotta yell at me. We can both fish this area, dog. Okay, so that bird did not like me being there. I kind of feel like Creel has gotten a little tougher ever since he had chicken him. And not chicken him, but chicken like I am him. I'm him. As in chicken me. Once chicken meat showed up, Creel's like, yo, what's up? Who wants some? I'm like, yo, Creel, don't be using chicken meat like that. He's a peaceful guy. He's a lover, not a fighter. Creel is here to ruin all our childhoods. All right, guys. That right there was a taste of creality. So if you guys thought that your childhood was cool, wait till it gets hit by some creality and boom, you guys are never gonna be the same. I don't like creality. Well, bro, that's what we live in. You can live in a fantasy world or you can live in creality. And feel free, Creel, to utilize that information. So when Creel Light, or whatever we've determined his name is, you could tell him, bro, I don't know what to tell you. That's just creality. You can chase a dream or you can live in creality. Hey, would you look at that? I just skipped a chatterbait. Only problem is, I skipped it under my own boat. Living in creality is better than getting hit by a car? Bro, I think both of them were reality. That's the problem. All right, guys. Let me tie on a different bait. Okay, well, clearly Tim wants to fight me because he's talking about my girl Alyssa Milano having a crush on him. Yo, dog, them they're fighting words. So, I mean, you could have her now because she's crazy, but at some point in time, she wasn't. And usually, after they're not with me, they end up being a little crazy. Because they're all like, what happened? How did I lose them? This is not the bait that I want to put on, but this is the bait we're going to throw. And I'm down here on the floor utilizing my floor baits. I thought that I had my friggin' American shad, but I don't know where that is. Let me just take a look real quick, see if yeah, Creel, you're welcome. We're gonna see, of course, allegedly she is now crazy. Well, let's just say she's not crazy. Her actions are that of what some people would deem a crazy person. And that is a crazy lady. It's basically that type of situation. All right. Okay. I guess that is the American shad that we are going to throw. But ladies and gentle dudes, I have the ability to cast further. So now I think I got the ability to cast further. Now that I have that, I can run this riprap from here to the other side of the riprap. It's going to be a little dangerous because I'm going to cast apparently across the bridge because I could cast that far. Let me throw this guy back with the floor baits. I don't know about this 90s rule situation we got going here. Now, certain things in the 90s ruled, like Cowboys, the Bulls winning championships. That was cool. Remember, guys, about that 3.5K subscriber giveaway. Oh, I'm sitting on the deck of my boat. That means my butt is going to be wet as stupid. That 3.5K subscriber giveaway, it will be happening this Friday. So get in there, guys. Put a comment. If you are a subscriber, put a comment right there, guys. And you'll be entered to win a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. That drawing will be done Friday at 5 p.m. Central. That is July 25th. It's that simple, dogs. It is that simple. It is that simple. It is as simple as getting your own finger hooked by your crankbait. Let me get a drink of water real quick, guys. And then I am going to put my sun covers on. I've been out in the sun long enough. All right, guys, we will be fishing till 11-ish. I have to go watch this girls' soccer. Why? Don't worry about it. But I got to go watch this girls' soccer game. It's Germany versus Spain. Could it be that there is a... I mean, I know there is. I'm just saying. The reason that could it be that there is a town, a city in Spain that is named Sevilla? Mashallah, guys, you didn't even know. Most of you guys will know it as Seville. But those in the know that it's Sevilla. Well, it may have been talked about at some point in time. But that was yesterday, dog. So things happen. Dudes, I didn't even know that they were playing yesterday. And I was like, what the heck? These chicks are playing today? And it was just serendipitous that I was there. at the right time. What the heck? Where's my other bottle of thump gel? There it is. It's not really a bottle, it's a tube. But anyways, we'll put a little thump gel on this American shad, and we will parallel this riprap. Now, there are different ways of fishing it, but I prefer to parallel the riprap. It has brought the most success for me, riprap wise. Here we go, homies. Let's see how far we can cast this. Let me move the thumbs. Okay. Maybe we loosen the brakes a little bit more. Ah! Bruh, what up? Bruh has been to Sevilla. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got ourselves a bass. It's barely hooked. So, bruh, based on you saying that you were stationed somewhere, thank you for your service, homie. I'm just getting us off the riprap real quick, guys, because I don't want Silver to hit her butt. Silver likes to put her butt in places it shouldn't be. I think we're safe to spot lock right here. And now let's have a waterside chat with this fish right here. First cast on the riprap with our changed bait situation here. Actually, this is also the first cast where we masked up. Maybe the bass don't respect me when I ain't masked up. The bass are like, we ain't getting caught by no not masked up homie. Relax, it's not a big one. It's not huge. And there we go, guys. We got ourselves probably a little John. Running the riprap. Paralleling it. Let's try to not treble each other, bro. Leatherman, I'm gonna need you because I am caressing this fish like it's a baby. The heck? Alright. It's just a little baby. And there we go, guys. We got ourselves a fish off the riprap. I mean, guys, we've said before that we could just run the riprap per day and save gas if we just ran the riprap. Hey, vato, relax. Hey, relax, vato. We're gonna have to do a reweigh, guys, because when they jump like that on the scale, sometimes it causes the scale to lose its mind. So, let us do a reweigh. We will tear it and reweigh. It was spot on the first time. All right, guys, this is a Little John because this fish is okay. That is all. It is just a Little John. That fish is okay. Now, let's see if you guys have already put in your guesses. We got ourselves a 217. Excellent guess. We got a 3.1. Okay, Bra went walleye fishing. What's up? Did you catch any walleye? All right, guys. So that fish right there weighed 3 pounds. 4 ounces. 3 pounds, 4 ounces. Hopefully you guys can see that. That was a Little John. Yo, bra, if you caught any walleye, send them my way, dog. Dang, bro. Faith was like, yo, that's a 1 pounder. That's a 1 pounder, easy, all day, every day, except Faith. I said it was a Little John. Now, in case you guys don't know our scaling process here, anything below 3 pounds is a Little Juan. And it is because it's not great fish, so we're, but anything 3 pounds to under 4 is a Little John because that fish is okay. And then anything 4 pounds and above is a BBL. That is a big bass live. So we will continue to parallel this rip rap, give a bass a bone. Here's another one. This one is not as big as, well, maybe he is. I don't even know if I have a hook in this one, bros. This guy might just be on there because he can't close his mouth. Okay, now he's able to close his mouth. Dudes, he had the bait vertical. It's not big, guys. It is smaller than the other one. This is probably a Little John, not a Little Juan. But he does have that bait vertical. He does have that bait vertically in there, dogs. Let's try and get this guy back in the water because he probably is going to be, yeah, he's hooked just underneath it. You got lucky, dog. You got lucky. I know this is a little Juan, so we are not going to weigh it. Puro little Juan aquí, bro. So we are not going to weigh that guy. Caught 7, kept 3. Just enough for dinner tonight. Trolling motor died, so we left. You like the way Unlimited thinks? That is a dangerous statement right there, Creel. I don't know what you are liking about Unlimited's thought process.